Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Fear the Queer.
A show that talks about everything on our gay agendas. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Joshua.
And on today's episode, we will be talking about things that we have become obsessed with as we've gotten older. I think Josh and I can both agree, things, 10 years ago that we would never have thought about, we now swear by and live
Right.
by.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, now that I am 24, it is crazy to me of all the things that I neglected when I was 14. It's insane.
Liars don't get anywhere in this life. You should say proudly your age. You look great for 57.
I was gonna say, I am her.
You're a
Fine,
herpabers?
fine.
What was
As a 29-year-old,
see?
I neglected a few things when I was 19 years old, but we'll get into that. Before we get into the heart of our gay agenda, Kyle, what are you drinking tonight?
You know me. I got my iced coffee here, and I'm ready to stay caffeinated and awake and
Mm-hmm.
get through this episode with you. That sounded like I was having trouble. I was like, I'm having trouble. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the episode. I feel fine. I feel good. I feel nutrients.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you were like forced to do this episode. I'm just like, well, fine.
Well, there is a court order out that I it's part of my community service.
Well, I am drinking.
What are you drinking?
I was gonna say, I am drinking raw goat's milk today.
Raw goat's milk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is it
terrible.
good or is it bad?
That was funny. All right, no.
Cheers, queers.
Cheers, queers. I was gonna say,
Blink,
as
blink.
always, I'm drinking ice water.
I think we're gonna go with goat's milk.
Goat's milk that is clear and refreshing.
Comes out a nipple. Time to take a sipple. As they say. Right?
As they say. Yes.
As they say. Comes out the nipple. Time to take a sipple. Right? People say that.
I've never heard of that.
Somewhere in the Midwest, there has to be some sort of dairy farm that's like, comes out the nipple, time to take a sipple.
Now I'm just
Sorry.
imagining like some random farmer who just happens to stumble on this episode like later down the line and they're just like, hey.
Right? Like it'll be like farmers.com or like farmers seeking farmers.
Right.
Like dating website. They're like looking for us. I would date a farmer.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it would be utterly ridiculous. I might have to.
That was
I
bad.
I might have to move from Chicago if I was to date a farmer.
That is true.
Sorry, if this is me just milking the joke. Well,
Just let you sit with that one right there.
I'm gonna. Anyways, well, hey, we should start talking about what we're about to talk about, which is not farmers today. Before we get to the heart of our gay agenda today, we are going to have another segment of Catch That Queer, in which we talk about someone who has positively influenced the LGBTQ plus community in the past, present, or future. We don't know what the future is, but you know what? I think this person today has positively impacted our future in our current present state. So before we start talking about the queer that I have chosen today, Josh and I were talking about, since it is February, which is Black History Month, we should highlight people who are within the LGBTQ plus community who are Black. So today I've chosen someone that we should have been taught in schools because, in my opinion, they are very important alongside Martin Luther King Jr., and that is Bayard Rustin. Josh, do you know Bayard Rustin?
Mm-mm.
Well, Bayard Rustin was a early leader in the civil rights movement. He was born March 17th, 1912, so all those years ago, about as old as I am. And he was an openly gay man at the time, working in the civil rights movement, starting in the 40s and then up through the rest of his life.
Okay.
So being openly gay,
They were
obviously,
open?
yes, Bayard
And they were
was
Black?
open, and they were Black. And
Kudos to them, my goodness.
yes, and they were very interested in peaceful protests. They were interested in, obviously, racial equality. he was very interested in the teachings of Gandhi and actually went to India at one point to better learn, peaceful protest and the different kind of ways to go about that. When he came back, someone else also became interested in peaceful protesting, which was Martin Luther King Jr.
Mm-hmm.
So while Mr. Rustin was organizing protests and boycotts, um, Martin Luther King Jr. and him actually came into contact and started working together to further their message. Now, obviously, the FBI has a very, how do I put this? Rocky relationship when it comes to not only Black leaders in the civil rights movement, but also queer people. And
That's putting
because
it lightly.
I'm putting it very lightly, and because Rustin was an openly Black gay man, he definitely was on some lists by the FBI, which some people, upon kind of knowing that, thought that he would be like a threat to the movement and the message. But MLK did not feel that. He was like, no, we need to keep working together. And he really valued what Rustin was trying to say and do within the civil rights movement.
Mm.
So the one thing that really is troubling, though, is, well, I guess amongst other things, is while they were working together, there was actually people out there who wanted to start the rumor and kind of like out Rustin and MLK for having a gay romance. Now, there's no recording history that MLK ever, had a gay romance with Rustin. But they knew that Rustin was out. They knew that that would kind of deter the message of equality that they were both going for.
Mm-hmm.
So they both kind of stepped back a little bit. And that is why Rustin started working kind of more behind the scenes, not because he was ashamed of being gay, but because he was so gay that, or because he was so gay, but because he was gay, it would almost cause people to become distracted from the larger message at the time.
Yeah, well, especially like in the fact that I can't think of any like Black civil rights leaders who were openly gay besides this person.
Right.
Um,
And so him and Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights leaders organized the March on Washington, and he was kind of the brains behind the whole thing. Uh,
really?
yes, and I was shocked as you are. We never hear about that in any history books. At least us growing up, you never hear about him.
Well, even like in films, I never hear anything about him.
Yep. And it's very interesting, to say the least, that I'm glad that I'm learning about him now, but it's interesting to feel as though his legacy was almost erased from the history of this country. Um,
Now, do you think that is part of our educational system, or do you think that's because of the fact that he chose to step back so that way the spotlight
well,
wasn't on him?
Well, I'll say this. I think it was the educational system, because later in his life, during the 1980s, he became very vocal, very public about being gay because he had actually fallen in love. And during the AIDS crisis of the 80s, he was very outspoken, talking about how, 20 years ago, they're marching for civil rights and equality for Black Americans, and just Black people, I should say. It was similar to the fight that the LGBTQ community was going through in the 80s. And he wanted to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that was very well known. And because he was a member of both communities, everything is interconnected. And really, if one of us fails, we all fail, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he was very interesting. He ended up passing away in 1987. But he had a nice long life, and he got a lot of things done. And I have actually two quotes that I really enjoyed that he said. And the first one is, "We need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers."
I
I
like
love
that.
that. And the second one is, "Let us be enraged about injustice, but let us not be destroyed by it."
That's important to remember.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, it's very important, because I think that sometimes injustice in any form really weighs on us as people. And it's hard to see past it sometimes, but we can't let that completely destroy us whether it's the fight for LGBTQ rights, for immigrants' rights, for Black people's rights, for just equality in general. We need to make sure that it doesn't destroy us entirely, and that our humanity, that we can still be angelic troublemakers.
Right.
So
Well,
that's Bayard Rustin. And if people are more interested in looking him up, literally a Google search, there's documentaries out there that actually have semi-recently started coming out, because I think, queer stories aren't usually told often, and especially Black queer stories aren't really told. So
mhm.
yeah, I wanted to highlight him in our Catch That Queer moment
I
for
love
Black History
that.
Month. Yeah.
Huh. Well, and it just reminds me so much of just like when you say like everything's interconnected and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important for people to remember that it's just like when we're fighting for Black rights, like in a way, we're still fighting for LGBTQ rights. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, um, and it's going to be interesting to see like how many other people are we going to kind of discover in these new eras where things
Right.
now are coming to the surface. um Damn, I wish we were able to know him when I was younger. That would have been a really cool story.
Right. And to know that there, and I've said it once on this podcast, I'll say it again. Um, Queer people have always been here. We just
Hmm.
weren't taught about it. Like, I feel like I'm saying that every time we talk about Catch That Queer,
Yeah.
is they've always been here. And the fact that he was openly gay, even at one point he was jailed, and he was supposed to be jailed for 3 years. He was not uh he did not serve the full jail sentence. But the jail guards, he was in there for indecency, which is just coded for he was gay.
Right.
Um, and even the jail guards were so annoyed and frustrated because he was so openly gay, and which I guess read into that as you will, because openly gay could just mean he was just like, yeah, I'm gay. Or it could have been like him taunting the guards, or who knows. I don't have that history, but I enjoy that he wasn't hiding it. I think it's really important to remember people who are like that, like him,
Hmm.
like James Baldwin was around the same time.
Hmm.
Um, that, there were Black queer people, and they're part of our history. We can't kind of separate the two of them.
Mm-mm.
So I'm glad that I was able to find out all this information, and there's so much more information. My information I found was from PBS, which
Oh,
I'm such an old like fogey. Um, like we're talking about getting older this episode. I'm
right.
like I'm like
PBS.
PBS, public broadcasting station. I truly, I swear by PBS. I love PBS.
Well, I was gonna say
Um,
PBS actually does a great job of actually like being an educational,
mhm.
inclusive environment for everybody.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, granted, it's because of Sesame Street I say that, but I mean, come on.
You know what? We have to include Muppets, because that was the first time you felt represented, right? Being a Muppet? Yeah.
Exactly.
You're
A
like, ooh,
small town
tickle
Muppet
me.
from Iowa.
Yeah, tickle me Elmo. I felt like Oscar the Grouch because I'm amongst trash.
You are the trash.
Ma'am.
Went there, said that.
So, now to get to the heart of our gay agenda. Today, Josh and I are going to be discussing what we are obsessed with as we have gotten older and ripened and seasoned, that we were never obsessed with or even thought about as younger people. Now, I don't know if this is us because of the pandemic or if it's us being older, but I found myself coming obsessed with products or appliances that have made my life easier or gotten me excited when back in the day, going out to the club and drinking a vodka soda till 3 a.m, that was the tea for me. But now
Right.
things
I
have
feel like
changed.
I feel like these things, for me at least, have been around forever. And I just have taken them for granted for so long until
Okay.
now, where I'm just like, oh, I really do like, thank you, product, for being in my life. Um, But we'll get into that here. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Well, I'll let you start.
I feel
I'll
like that was
let
a
you
trick.
start. That wasn't a trick. I I,
Okay.
I want to hear yours first.
Okay.
You go first. Honestly, I was going to say age before beauty. Um,
But I'm
but then
both.
but you're younger than me.
Yeah.
So you first.
Okay.
Okay.
I will give you a guess on this one here, but it it gives you what you need
A
at any time
man.
of the day. No.
Oh, a boyfriend.
No. I said
Oh.
any time of the day.
What is your boyfriend doing wrong that you can't get it any time of the day? I'm just kidding.
He has a job.
Oh, that's not like anyone I've ever dated. So I
No, that was pretty vague. But it is a refrigerator, but not just any refrigerator. It's a refrigerator that has a water dispenser slash ice maker that's included.
Oh, that is the height of elegance.
Right. I was like, so we moved into this apartment back in July. And ever since I've moved here in Chicago, I've never had a refrigerator that's like that. I've always had to have
I've
like
never had a refrigerator, period.
period at all. It stores food. No, when we moved in and I saw the ice dispenser, I was like, oh my god, like I'm so happy because I don't know when you think about it, like it's crazy. And I'm gonna go into a little capitalistic rant here. It's crazy to me of the stuff that we have to go through to have fresh, clean water. Like
Mm-hmm.
especially in a city. Like when you think about it, most people have to buy a Brita and either attach it to their sink or store it in their fridge. They then have to buy ice cube trays if you're an American who likes ice cold water and have
I
to
like it.
like store it away. Um, and all this for something that is an essential need for our body. What is this, sis? And then some people they can't even do that. So they go out and just buy packages of bottled water. That is,
Plastic.
yeah, which is terrible for our environment, but it's the only way that they can get clean water. it's I anyway. as a,
Anyway,
as
you
an
got
old 29-year-old, I love the fact that I can get refreshing cold water at any time.
well, I mean, nothing. I mean, that telling someone I got a refrigerator and you're like, congratulations, who doesn't? With and water built into the door. Literally, no pun intended, makes me wet. Like it's just so, oh my god, what a penny dropper. Like if we were able to go out to the club and the bar right now and someone walked up to me and they said, "You want to come home with me?" And I'd say, "Excuse you, no." And they go, "I got an ice and a water connected to my refrigerator." I'd be like, "Say no more."
Right.
Oh
You're
my
like
god.
immediately in an Uber.
Oh, it was like years ago. I only started dating someone because he said he had central AC and it was super warm in the summer. And let me tell you, it was worth it for that weekend. Um,
Until they kicked you out.
till they kicked me out. Yeah, they were like, "You're, are you paying rent?" And I'm like, "No."
All right. What's your first appliance
So
that
my
you
first
love?
appliance that I have grown to love very quickly. Like many of my romance, it's been a whirlwind romance, and I'm obsessed with it already, and I love it to pieces. Even though
Slightly
I don't
toxic.
really slightly toxic, I don't know its middle name. Um, it's the air fryer.
Ah,
Uh,
yes.
I let me tell you, you told me about the air fryer for a while.
Hmm.
And then my mom started telling me about the air fryer. Oh, you gotta get an air fryer. You gotta get an air fryer. And for Christmas, my mom sent me an air fryer. And I was like, what is this RTD2 looking thing? And then I put it on the counter. It has not gone into a cupboard since Christmas. It's been sitting on my counter. I use it like almost every single day. I'm obsessed. And you know what? It's good for me because I'm not using oils and
Right?
and and stuff like that to cook. Um, and it makes tater tots really crispy.
Hmm.
And I got into broccoli. I never wasn't like into broccoli per se, but something about cutting up the broccoli, putting like a little bit of salt and pepper on it, it makes it like buttery. Is it like a
Hmm.
thing? Is broccoli supposed to taste like butter or am I just like cuckoo?
I think it's like the combination of like the crispy air fryerness and then the little spices on top of it. Like it makes it seem like it's like not a vegetable.
Right. Like there was a night that I just like cut up like a head of broccoli and sat here watching Real Housewives, and I was like, that was like popcorn. But it
Yeah.
gives you the fiber you need. Fiber is important, ladies and gentlemen, and them. It is very important. We, as we get older, we don't think about these things, and the
I
next
was
thing
just
you
gonna say,
know,
as an old
you'll,
lady.
as an old lady, you can either get it from your broccoli, or you can resort to prunes. But I did broccoli.
Broccoli. Well, it's funny because there's been a running joke between the both of us, the fact that like I don't eat vegetables. I don't even know what
Mm-hmm.
vegetables are.
You
But
don't.
once I got the air fryer, like there's so many things you can shove in there.
You can well.
And I was
There's
going to
so
say
many
the first.
things you can shove in there. Let me
Oh, I was
tell you,
gonna
that
say,
is
and the
not
first
one
thing
of.
is,
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say the first thing I was going to say, you can shove a zucchini in there. Like,
I got a zucchini in the fridge right now that I'm gonna be air frying tonight. Like,
yeah,
honestly, I would go get it, but I feel like me holding up a zucchini, uh, it would just be suggestive. And I'm not trying to suggest anything about my zucchini. It's going in me, going in my stomach,
right. And your air fryer.
and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
little foreplay. I feel like air frying things is kind of like foreplay. Like, and
Oh,
maybe it's
totally.
because I haven't had like anyone touch me in so long. Um, but something about like putting it inside the slot and setting the timer, and then you can kind of smell it, and you're like, oh, that's right, you cook for me, baby. You cook for me. It's like,
Yeah.
who's your daddy? And it's like,
And you know what's
like,
funny is that apparently air fryers have been around longer than I think. Because I used to think that
what?
like, yeah, I guess
I thought they're
all
brand
they
new.
all they are pressure cookers with like a special lid that makes them crispy. Apparently, that's all it is. I didn't know that. Like,
Well,
I
smack me and
thought,
call me stupid.
right.
I had no idea.
I had no idea what an air fryer was till like last year, but apparently they've been around, sis, and we've just been sitting out. See, we take stuff for granted as young teenagers.
Young people. And then you get older and you have to start thinking, I can't put all these like calories and bad oils and stuff in my body. It's not good for you, but you still want to eat the stuff. You still want to make it crispy.
Hmm.
So the air fryer, it's changed
Also,
my life.
I was gonna
I'm
say another thing
excited
too.
about it.
I feel like if I had kids, I would totally utilize the air fryer to make them eat their vegetables like all the time because it
Mm-hmm.
just,
Mm-hmm.
because
Very
anyway,
bad. Yeah.
yeah,
It's delicious.
it's
So
delicioso.
delicioso. I'm very into the air fryer. I'm so into
Yes.
air frying right now. I'm so into air frying. So what is your next one?
um. All right, I will give you a hint.
Okay.
It gives me pleasure both on my butt and my chest.
I Ma'am, this is a family show.
This is a Wendy's.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Gives you on your chest
Pleasure on my butt and my chest.
and something that you were not excited about when you were younger. Is it icy hot?
Oh, that's a good one, actually. Good guess.
Sometimes you need to, icy hot.
Right.
The,
No, it's a good guess. It's more mechanical than that. It's a massage gun.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're using that on your butt?
On my butt,
Is
yeah.
that a butt gun? Wait,
on,
sexually or because your butt hurts?
on my butt, not in my butt. No, it's
Well, there's like
beautiful.
sensations over there. I don't know. I don't know your butt business.
Right.
I don't know what you're into.
This is part 2 of the kink episode. I like the massage guns.
Oh my god. I like the massage gun. I get really turned on when it's like helping me with my bummed shoulder.
Right. Well, no, I was just gonna say, okay, so I have to fully admit, over the summer when I moved into this new apartment,
Mm-hmm.
I threw my back out. It was the first time I've ever done it my entire life.
What did you do? Just like moving?
I
You
was
just threw it
moving.
out?
I think I just picked up a heavy box. I just like jerked up really fast, and like for a whole week afterwards, my back was so sore. And I
Old.
used to exactly. I used to make fun of people who would say, "Oh, my back is killing me" and stuff like that because but it really does limit a lot of things you can do. Like you can't walk around very easily anymore. You kind of have to like shuffle back and forth here. And then when you
You look
sit
like you're
down,
like Bigfoot walking.
right, like you sit down, you're just like, ooh.
You already did that prior to your back because of your knees.
My bad knees. That's true.
You have bad knees.
Yeah. But the massage gun is brilliant because if you are doing like a heavy workout or if you just need to get out of kink because you slept wrong or if
So this is the kink episode.
it is the kink episode. It's so nice. It's so smooth on your back and it makes you feel great. And then I don't have to pay for a massage or a physical therapist.
Well, where did you get this product? Because my back is always jacked. So, listen, audience, this is something you find out very quickly. Once you hit over 25, like 26, 27, your back gets jacked up. I don't know what it is. It's like not bad. It's not a bad back, but my shoulders tense. There is nothing for me to be tense about besides everything going on in the world.
Besides everything.
Besides everything. But my back is always super tense. Where did you get this wand? What is it? A massage wand?
Yeah,
Massage
massage wand gun. You can find it on Amazon. That's where I bought it. I bought it for my boyfriend for a Christmas present, and I feel like
And
I
you
utilize
use
it. I utilize it just as much as he does. But it's great because there's so many like different like you could put like a pulsator on there that like really just gets in there, and then there's like one that's like a hook, so that way like if it's like a crevice like of your back that needs to be worked on, it's so nice.
I'd be so afraid I'd put it by my sciatica and it'd just be like it would just be like
Out of order. Like
yeah. It'd be I would break the machine. It would put it and it would like be pushed up into it. It's like, whoa, that we cannot get the knots out of
right.
your back. Clearly you're a Boy Scout because you know how to get these knots in here.
Well, I don't think machine guns. I don't think massage guns have been like
machine guns.
Machine guns. Yeah, I have a bad kink in my back, so I'm gonna use a machine gun.
I'm gonna shoot it out. Yeah.
No, I just think of like the poor souls who had to like go to the malls and sit on those massage chairs for 20 minutes and then put a quarter in just so that way they could get some relief. Like
we were too poor to do that. But
we
like to watch people. We like to watch the people in the malls do that. We were like, wow, look at those rich people.
Right. Well, I feel like those massage chairs in the mall either attracted like rich old people or anyone under 8. Like there's no in between.
Yeah, I mean, my like mentality is both of those age ranges. I'm like really old and also very young at the same time. So
exactly,
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh,
what's your next one?
Okay, this next one is kind of like a movement, and it's not keto. This is something that I need. Well, I don't need, but I like it as I've gotten older.
Okay.
It's sleep products. It's melatonin. It's CBD. It's face masks to help you sleep and block out the sun and the light. Because I don't know what my deal is. It could also be the pandemic, but I have such trouble sleeping. Like I cannot sleep. I'm such an insomniac. I stay up till like the wee hours of the morning. I'm trying to get better, but I'll be up till like sometimes I'll be lying in bed and the sun will start coming up. And I'm like, all right, time to sleep. But with these products
and the sun's just like, fuck that.
The sun's like, nope, you gotta stay up. No, but that's why I have the sleep mask, because then I just like put it over my eyes and I'm like sound asleep.
Do you have like the one that has like, I was gonna say, do you have that face mask that also has like the eyes on top of it?
You know what's funny is years ago I had one like that, and it was from Katya, because Katya was like selling merch that had that. But this one, if it's just lying on your bed, it almost looks like a little bralette, like lying there. I need it to help me fall asleep. I don't know what it is. When I was younger, I could sleep like nothing. Now I'm like, I think I'm just awake because I'm afraid if I go to sleep, what if I die? I'm old now. I'm old.
Right? It's gonna be like a Rose and Titanic thing. You just have one last dream of Leonardo DiCaprio and then you're gone.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're Rose and Titanic, because you're always asking people to draw you like a French girl. And I'm like, draw me like one of your French girls.
Right.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with anything that can help you sleep. when I sleep, I need like 2 fans on me. I need a sound machine. I need like someone reading to me softly or piano music. I need the sleep
Someone
mask.
reading softly to you.
Yeah, they got podcasts out like that. They help you sleep, and it'll be people, and they'll be
I
like,
know, but I'm just imagining you hiring like an actual person, like come to like read you
well, that
story
too.
time.
I would totally hire someone, but because of the pandemic, I don't let anyone in my home.
Fair.
But I would totally let a stranger come in my house and be like, "Hello, welcome to Sleepy." Do you know Sleepy? It's this guy, and
It's
his name's like,
advertised to me all the time because they know I'm getting
yes,
up there in age.
yeah. Well, they got me, and sometimes I'll put him on, and his voice, he's like this. Hello, my name's Doo. I forget his name. And you're listening to Sleepy. And then it'll have like a sweet like ding, 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 ding. And he's like, a podcast where I read books to help you fall asleep.
It's
Today,
working.
we're going to be reading Peter Pan. Peter Pan. See, and now the challenge is, see, if you were asleep, the challenge would have been, can I keep the show going by myself? Can I play both Josh and Kyle?
Oh my god. You just come back
So,
with like a silver wig.
oh my god, right? I think I have an old lady wig in here somewhere. But
wow.
I'm just saying, ma'am, can you come back here? It's
No,
I
my
know
back hurts.
I know it's 4:00, but it's not dinner time yet at the Old Country Buffet. You don't get the senior citizen discount just yet, hon.
Not
Oh my
yet.
god, you just want to roll in there and be like, cut me off a piece of that ham.
I mean, to be honest, like I don't see what's wrong with an early dinner either. Sometimes, maybe.
If I have an early dinner, then I know I'm gonna have a second dinner later.
See, there's always benefits of that.
Well, not if you eat like 2 giant meals.
Well, now that you have the air fryer, you could just eat 2 giant things of broccoli. Skinny.
Oh, satisfy my cravings with a broccoli head.
Exactly.
The only
now I
head
think
I'm
about
getting
it.
right now. So,
Oh. Now I think
girl,
about
she's
it.
broccoli crowning.
My boyfriend also has a sound machine on. He has pillows specifically designed to help with his back.
I want one of those neck pillow things that like molds. I want one of those.
I was just gonna say you were gonna be that type of person that if you get on an airplane, you're gonna have like that like ring around your neck.
I want well, that's just because my shirt's dirty, but I want one of those, that's why there's a ring around the neck, but I want one of those, it's like a pillow, but you like put your neck into it and it like helps with your spine, because I think my spine is jacked up. I feel like I'm sleeping so kooky. I look like Cirque du Soleil in my bed when I'm sleeping. I'm just like, watch out, like I am all over the place, and I move a lot in my sleep. So I'm just like,
I know. It's crazy because like I used to think like back in the day when I would just pass out on like my couch at home or, just in the dorm bedrooms and I'd be like sleeping with like my neck like this or I'd be sleeping on my stomach and my neck is like this couldn't do it anymore.
oh,
No
I couldn't.
sis.
No.
No.
I'm like, I love pretzels. I don't want to become a pretzel. Thank you very much. Although I'm sure those would be good in the air fryer. I know what I'm eating later. I just thought
Ooh.
about it.
I
Some
was like,
frozen. Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, I'm going to do
You can
some
have
pretzels.
Auntie Annie's right in your home. She's reading you a story.
Ooh, I would love, yeah, she'd be like, once upon a time, there was
Good
a pretzel.
evening.
Good
This
evening.
is Auntie Anne.
Get ready for a pretzel.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. So yeah, sleep products in
Okay.
whatever form. Yeah. I don't take melatonin as much as I used to because I would take it and I wake up and I'd be like, oh my God, I feel like I am hungover. Like I felt weird. But CBD, that helps me sometimes. That's nice.
Do
And
you do oil or doggy treats?
I do I do like I guess they'd be doggy treats. They're like little pills that I can like put under my tongue and they like moisten.
Do you wrap it up in a piece of turkey?
I put it in a piece of broccoli and then I put it in the air fryer and then I have a CBD broccoli that helps me fall asleep. I love
listening
it.
to Auntie Annie's good night
Auntie
podcast.
Annie's Goodnight Podcast
Yeah.
helps me fall asleep. She's using the massager on me.
Yeah.
From you. Yeah. It's good. What's your next one?
So my next one. All right, let me give you a hint here.
Okay.
Uh, it's
A bird, a plane.
I was gonna say it's an extra sack on you.
What? An extra sack? Like a growth?
Yes.
Like you gotta go get that checked
It's my
out.
skin tags. No.
An extra sack.
It's a fanny pack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, to carry all your things?
Yeah.
Like your bus pass and hand sanitizer and
yeah. So I will say, I feel like fanny packs are actually very useful. I wish I could take them out everywhere now.
I mean, you could. Who cares?
Well, because if you think, like, we're just talking about getting older, like having a backpack on you at all times, like that hurts your back, sis, and your shoulders, and
That's
I can't
true.
do that very much anymore. A messenger bag, one shoulder hurts, and then I'll be walking like this, all crooked because one side is all fucked up.
And then you have to use a massager.
The massage gun, yeah, exactly. But a fanny pack, it's lightweight, it straps really nicely on you.
Do you do it around the waist, or do you do it over your shoulder like the cool kids?
Well, okay, so
Do you look like you're from Bushwick?
right. I
Yeah.
used to put it around my waist because that's how my dad used to wear his fanny pack growing up. Yep, but now
You gotta be stylish.
I was gonna say, but now these TikTokers are showing me how to do it around your shoulder here,
Yeah.
which is super cute. And I actually went out and bought a Lululemon fanny pack.
Oh.
Yeah, that I want to utilize at all times in the summer. But think about it, like it'd be great. You could put your wallet in there, your phone,
Your stun gun.
my stun gun, my machine gun,
your massager,
right.
your air fryer.
It's actually like a Mary Poppins Lululemon bag.
Well, that'd be great.
Right. But yeah, like especially think about it, if the summer, if we're still in the pandemic, you could put your hand sanitizer in there, extra face masks. Yeah, exactly.
I'm into that.
Yeah. And because Kyle and I know this, but we'll give you the breakdown here. Kyle and I, every Pride, before it became the pandemic, we would meet up and have little photo shoots before we went to the parade. But a lot of times these, at least my outfits, they never really had like any usable pockets on anything.
Because so Josh would wear little booty shorts and, there's no pockets in there.
No, I'd have to... No. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I wish I could just, put it in a fashionable fanny pack that I could just carry around it with me all times. But for the longest time, I was ashamed to do that because fanny packs weren't cool.
You cared what people thought.
I know.
I want you to go back like 3 or 4 years. I wore a fanny pack to Pride, a leather fanny pack with my pink outfit when I had the little Cupid on my shirt.
Yes.
I wasn't ashamed. I knew what I had to do.
Yeah, I knew you were 32. Like you already knew what you wanted to do.
You know what? It's good to be secure with your age. Yeah. I love fanny packs. I have a couple. They're comfortable. They help you carry everything.
Mm-hmm.
But are the young kids are like TikTok generation? Do they just do it like for fashion, or do they do it for like utility?
I don't know. I don't think they put anything in it. I think
like what do they have to carry around?
Right. Like their little like ring lights, so that way they could do like TikToks on the go.
They're tiny violins they play when millennials start talking about how hard life is.
Yeah. Exactly. Well,
that's good.
Another thing I forget. I have to carry an EpiPen everywhere I go too, especially when we go out.
That's true.
Exactly. So
that's helpful.
Rather than putting it in my back pocket when I sit down, which will then fuck up my spine.
Oh my word.
See?
Oh my word.
See?
Now that's a big tall glass of truth that you're able to cool down with your refrigerator that has the ice cube machine in there. See how that's all connected? Everything's connected. Great circle of life.
Life, yes.
All connected. Great circle of life, baby.
All right, what's your next one?
So my next one I started using because my sister had it in powdered form. Any
Cocaine.
guesses? No. We're talking
Oh.
about things that help us when we're older, not younger.
Oh, heroin. I'm sorry.
Think it's heroin. Woo!
Woo!
The album by Lord. Where's the album, Lord? Says
Where's
no
Lord?
one. Oh Lord. But she's probably doing fine. She's looking for that green light. Sorry, that was so melodrama. But I started using liquid collagen. So yes, both my parents don't really have wrinkles. They're like in their 60s, but they don't have wrinkle, like it's just like not part of our DNA right now. Yeah, we sold our souls to the devil, but I want to keep it like that. So I started taking liquid collagen every single day. I don't know if it's actually working, but the placebo is there. And I would have never in my early 20s would have been like, oh, I need collagen for my hair and my skin and my nails. I need that. But I take that. I also take biotin
I was
and a
gonna say,
multivitamin.
your hair is very shiny.
Well, that's the grease. Yeah, I don't get the grease anymore from the. No, it is shiny. It's very shiny. It's very healthy. But yeah, I have like a weird. Maybe it's because I'm a Leo, or maybe it's because I'm prideful or a narcissist.
It's all three.
It's all three. What a power! What a triple threat. But I don't want to like lose my hair. I'm like terrified of losing my hair. I would rather like go completely bald and then like have patches of hair fall out. So I was like, oh my God, I don't want to lose my hair. I want to keep it like growing nicely. And I feel like my hair has grown really fast with the liquid collagen. Also, I haven't cut it this entire time during quarantine. But like my nails also grow crazy fast. Like
Really?
oh my God, yeah. Like I took my nail polish off and I already need to cut them. I'm just like, geez. And my skin, for the most part, no wrinkles.
Yes, sis.
No wrinkles.
Who needs Botox when you have liquid collagen?
I would still maybe get Botox, but that's maybe.
Maybe.
Would you ever get Botox?
I don't know where I'd get it.
I don't know either.
Maybe my upper lip. I would get a filler in my upper lip because that
filler.
Is
I was gonna say Botox would just, if you put Botox in your upper lip, it would just be like, eh. Well, you do the duck lip? Yeah. Get some filler in your upper lip. You can finally do a duck lip. We love that.
It's an allergic reaction.
Oh, well, good thing you have your EpiPen in your fanny pack. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. See, I would maybe get some fillers. I don't know, but I haven't, but I'm not opposed to it.
I don't think that you would need it for a while because
Maybe
your forehead looks pretty nice.
It's like, yeah, like if I raise my eyebrows, there's that like little wrinkle. But like everyone's got like a little wrinkle. Raise your forehead. Let me see if you have wrinkles. Oh yeah, you do.
But I don't have any lines.
No lines. We cut the lines.
Actually, I wish I could get a bigger jawline. That's what I would get.
Me too. I want a jawline. I just look like I have one because my beard helps contour my face. Yeah. But I totally want a stronger jawline. I want to look like the jawline on the sculpture of David that Michelangelo did. That was Michelangelo, right? Okay, he was doing the carving, right? Okay.
No, it was SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, well,
I didn't know it was like
Squidward.
Handsome. Oh God! You just go in and you're like, "What do you want to look like?" Handsome Squidward.
Handsome Squidward.
I look like handsome Squidward. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because like when you're younger, you think of like Botox and fillers of like people who are old, people who are desperate to maintain their youth. And look at us now discussing the possibilities of it. But good thing liquid collagen is there for you.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, everyone should take it because, like, as you get older, the collagen, I think, like, by the time you're 25, your collagen in your skin starts breaking down. So, like, that's like less elasticity.
Are you saying
elasticity? What did he say? Say it one more time. What?
Elasticity.
There's
an extra sis in there.
Elasticity.
Yeah.
Okay, just like the Schoolhouse Rock, like that. Instead of electricity, it'd be elasticity. Drinking the liquid collagen, you got the elasticity. No wrinkles coming around, oh sir, you got the elasticity. You
We're gonna get
gonna
like
look as good as her. You're the elasticity.
this video is gonna get banned because they'll be like, we recognize this song from
Could you
Schoolhouse Rock.
imagine? Did you grow up with Schoolhouse Rock? Did Iowa have that?
A little bit. We didn't watch it that often, but yes, we would put it in school every once in a while.
I can tell you didn't watch it that often because you don't like it when I break into songs that teach you something.
Right? Well, I mean, you taught me earlier about, what was their name?
Bayard Rustin.
Thank you.
It's okay. Should I sing a song about him?
Yeah.
Mr. Rustin helped MLK.
Has some elasticity.
Elasticity. Civil rights case watching on Marchington. Marchington? Watching on Marchington. Mm-hmm. Elasticity.
Some elasticity on Marchington.
Elasticity on Marchington. Marchington. I need to do some Marchington. I need to drop some LBs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. I have one more that I would like to add to the list.
One more thing.
It is something that has also helped me now that I'm getting older. It's not really an appliance, but it's sort of along the lines of what you were talking about with your skin. Okay. But this one helps my inners.
Your inners? Okay. What? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Can you think?
It helps my inners. It is like skin, helps my innards. Is it like, is it vitamins?
Close.
Lindsay Lohan, vitamins.
Are you taking anything now? Vitamins? Oprah. No, it's TUMS. I have developed a soft spot for TUMS, especially now that I'm getting older. So going back to the air fryer, helping me eat vegetables. Mm-hmm. What I like to do with the air fryer is, like, with the vegetables, I like to put red hot chili peppers on there.
Spicy.
Yeah, to like kind of like spice it up, give it a little kick or whatever. But then afterwards, I'll notice I was just like, there is a pain right here that doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon here, and it's kind of hot, and excuse me, like that type of thing.
Oh, ma'am.
Yeah. And then I realized I was just like, the magic of Tums, if you just pop one and chew one into your mouth, you're just like, oh, I feel a little bit better now. And there was one time, I'm not even joking, this happened like about a month ago, where I was in bed and I was having heartburn, but I didn't realize it was heartburn at the time.
Did you think you were dying?
Well, I just thought I was like, oh, I'm just going to go to bed. And then I was just like lying there. I was just like, something hurts. Why can't I go to sleep? Whatever. I'll just try to. Nope. Now I'm sweat. What's happening? And I was just like, oh God, like I have indigestion, diarrhea. And then I was just like, let me just pop a Tums. And I was able to go to sleep about 20 minutes later.
Well, as Lady Gaga says, Papa 9-1 Tums.
Exactly.
You always gotta listen to Gaga. Yes, Gaga Tums.
Well, it makes me sad. Oh, she would totally like release like Chromatica Tums.
Tums, yeah. I guess after you eat those Chromatica Oreos, you're gonna need some Tums. I have not heard good reviews.
Right. Well, it makes me sad too, because it's just like, oh, I can't eat anything that I want to anymore.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I can, but at a price.
I feel that though, because like there's like a handful of things. Like I used to sit here. Oh, this is terrible. I used to sit here and eat just like pepperonis, just like plain. Oh my God, the heartburn.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And before everyone's like, bloating. Oh my God, the bloating, which is hard to tell on me, but the bloating that I would receive, my word. Oh my word. So I guess this whole episode, we just are finding things that as we've gotten older, we are discovering things that help us live our best lives. Basically. Now, people who are younger and they're going to watch this or listen, they're going to go, we already do all of that. Well, congratulations. You're going to live forever. You.
Yeah.
You're going to live forever. But we didn't have like, I didn't know what melatonin was until I dated someone and they were like, I can't sleep. And I said, oh, okay. And they go, I need my melatonin. And I was like, what kind of drug is that? Like, what?
Right.
I was like so confused. And you know, air fryer to me is new. Liquid collagen is relatively
Hmm.
new. My sister does the powder collagen. Thought about
Okay.
doing that, but I like the liquid just because it's like taking
Do you
medicine.
just take a shot of it?
Yeah, it comes in like a bottle,
Okay.
and I can just like you take like a tablespoon when you eat once a day. I will say, if you are looking to better your skin, do not do topical collagen treatments because collagen needs to be somehow ingested into your system. It does not get through that top layer of skin because the top layer is too thick. Um, I'm just saying I got thick skin.
Mm. Lasting in this industry for so long, you just had to develop some
In
thick
this
skin.
right, in this industry, they're like, please go.
Right. This podcast
This
industry.
podcast industry, right. You run rampant with elasticity users.
Well,
And
I will add one more thing to the skin list here.
yeah.
Vitamin C serums. Have you ever?
Oh, no. I mean, once I bought this, it was like a kale and vitamin C thing. This was like a couple years ago. And the cashier was like, "Oh, are you trying to look younger?" Because I guess I looked young. And he
Mhm.
said, "How young do you want to look?" And I said, "Like a fetus."
Oh.
And I was serious. I
Right.
want to look
And the
that
cashier
young.
was just like, okay.
Oh, the cashier was like, "All right, well, that's going to be," and then he just sent the amount. So, what serums do you use?
Vitamin C serums. I use the one that is specifically from CeraVe just because it's like over the counter. Like you can find it like
Oh,
any like
I use
CVS.
their face wash.
Yeah. It's great for dark circles under your eyes. It's great for like if you get those random pimples every once
That
in a while
felt
that like
very. These all feel very pointed towards me.
I'm just saying.
It helps with your dark circles. It helps with
Right, your dark circles.
those random pimples that Kyle gets
Well, you know, like when you ever get a pimple that just kind of like it's gone, but like the redness will stay there for some
all the
reason.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vitamin C serums, sis. Like they will clear it up
Do you
within a
use it
day.
like on your whole face?
No, just like little dots, like a little bit under
Oh,
here, under each eye
so it
at the
helps
end
with
of the
like
night.
discoloration.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, maybe I'll need to try that. I feel like my skin is naturally like a blotchy pink color. So maybe I need to even it out. We'll even her
See?
out.
So
Look at
I feel
that.
like I feel like we are just advertising how fucking old we are in this episode.
Honestly, this version, this is like us. This is Oprah's favorite things. This is
Right.
Fear the Queer, Oprah's favorite things.
Things,
That is
yeah.
what it is. Honestly, it's us getting older and finding products that we really enjoy or things that we really have started doing. Um, and you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. Why
No.
not? Why shouldn't I be excited about these things? Get
Exactly.
into it.
I mean, it's crazy because I don't even think of the stuff that used to excite me when I was younger. Like, I can't think of like being able to drink a whole bottle of like UV blue anymore. So it's just
Oh my
like I
god.
have.
I never drink UV. I did try UV cupcake.
Oh,
I know.
oh,
I
oh,
know. I know.
oh,
But
oof.
you know what I will say this. I was one of the test rats for Loco before they changed it. Did you ever have a Four Loco?
Before
Before they
people
changed
died.
it. Yeah. I was drinking, like, I remember drinking that and then going out dancing or like standing in my apartment. And this will, you know, give you a reference point to the time and having super bass playing in the background and my like Four Loco being like boom, boom, bass, boom, boom, bass. And that's why I need the liquid collagen now because of my Four Loco days.
Yeah,
Can we get a class action lawsuit against Four Loco? Uh, we've survived, but let me tell you, my life hasn't been the same since drinking it.
no.
I'm
Like once
sad
you
now.
drank that one, like that one, it just changed your life a little bit in a
It's
weird way.
true. It's
Better for
true.
worse. I had a Four Loco once before they changed the formula. And I was not a beer fan at the time.
Mhm.
So I'd never tried it again. But my go-to, like I said, was UV blue, but then I would mix it with a Monster energy drink.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I was like out in the clubs, also dancing alongside you, just being like
Just
boom,
boom,
boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom,
boom.
boom, bass. Got that super bass.
Yeah.
I never mixed like energy drinks and liquor. I would just drink Four Loko because I
Yeah.
was loco.
Loco. All right. Well, this was a fun episode.
Yeah, look at that. Maybe people will check out these products. We're not sponsored by
No,
anything, but we
no,
could
except
be.
for Loco.
We could be. We are sponsored by Four Loko.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say
We've made some choices.
we will put out a questionnaire in our Instagram story of being like, what are you guys excited about now that you're hitting your 30s?
Or like like are you excited about it when you're 22?
Exactly.
Do
Yeah.
22-year-olds get excited about air fryers? They should.
That was
It
like
makes
they should.
They should. Makes
It's
life
funny.
easier.
I don't even think of my friends like who are younger. I don't even
Oh,
know
that's
like
nice. You don't think of your friends.
I don't think of my friends.
Oh,
No, I'm just like I don't think many of them cook that often. I think they still like
really?
order out a lot. Yeah. So I guess they're helping
Oh.
small businesses, but other than that,
Yeah, small businesses like McDonald's and Domino's
Chipotle.
and Chipotle. Yeah. Yeah. Learn to cook. That's something, you young whippersnappers. Learn like a few dishes that you can do. It's really easy to cook.
Exactly. All right, Kyle, where can people find us?
Well, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Fear the Queer Podcast.
Mhm.
You can also not email us at fearthequeerpodcast@gmail.com. That sounds like I'm suggesting that you email us at fearthequeerpodcast@gmail.com, but I would much rather you slide into our DMs because it makes us feel risque and young.
Mhm.
And, you know, you can connect to us that way.
Exactly. Plus, if
Where
you
can they listen to us?
I was gonna say, if they email us, we would get back to them in like 3 years. But you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. I was like, see, older.
That's
My memory
right.
loss. Yeah.
We have to, you know what you do for that? Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo. How do you say it? Ginkgo. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Ginkgo biloba.
No, just
The
keep saying
memory
it though.
stuff. Ginkgo biloba. The ginkgo tree. Wait, ginkgo. Wait, okay, I found it. Ginkgo biloba is an herb used to treat altitude sickness prevention, cerebral vascular insufficiency, so not being able to remember things, cognitive, cognitive, I cannot talk today. Cognitive.
I'll use it for my memory
biloba.
loss.
Yes.
You'll use it for your cognitive disorder.
Thank you. Wow, add this to the list of things that we are excited about as we gotten older. You know, actually my memory, everyone thought I had really bad memory, so my dad got me some ginkgo biloba, and I didn't take it because I'm a rebel.
Clearly.
Actually I just kept forgetting to.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, and on that note, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Fear the
Fear the
Queer.
Queer.
Bye.
Bye.